When I shared my experience with the Steam Deck, a lot of you guys commented on that video with a bunch of tips to help me improve my experience with the Steam Deck and just get the most out of it. That includes accessories, apps, pro tips. In this video, I'm gonna run down every worthwhile tip my audience taught me so that you guys can get the most out of your Steam Deck. And towards the end of the video, I'm gonna break down 2 great case options, because in reality, the Steam Deck really does need a case. First up is Spofity. In my initial video, I mentioned it'd be really cool if we could use Spofity in the background while playing games. And well, you actually can, and there's multiple ways to do that. The first way to do this is by pairing your phone to your Steam Deck and then streaming the audio from your phone to your deck. Now this does work, but I wanted a more Steam Deck only experience. A bunch of you told me I could actually run multiple apps on the Steam Deck at the same time. So that includes Spofity and Discord and whatever other app you could think of. So you could be in a raid with your friends while on Discord, all on your Steam Deck. To do this, you're gonna head into desktop mode, click the software center, search for Spofity and or Discord, install it, right click add to Steam, and you're ready to go. Once that's set up and you're logged in, which I'm pretty sure you guys already know how to do, you just launch it alongside your favorite game and you're ready to go. You could even switch between your game and Spofity or Discord if you need to change playlist or mute your friend or something. It makes it very easy to switch apps, and it's pretty intuitive and it works very well. It doesn't stop there with third-party apps. I installed Plex on my Steam Deck, so now I could just stream media from my home server, which gives this thing a whole new use case. And I also got NVIDIA GeForce Now, which was a big recommendation in the comments of my first video, which brings me to my next point, and that's game streaming. In one way, I see the real appeal in being able to run games that otherwise wouldn't run on the Steam Deck, like Fortnite or Warzone. But for me, the slight amount of latency did pull me out of it. It's not a huge amount, but it's enough so that your brain picks up on it and it kind of can pull you out of the experience. But besides that, it does work pretty well. Installing it's very easy, linking your accounts are very easy, and the overall stability of it is pretty good. But that small amount of latency pulled me out of it. One of the added benefits to streaming games is that it greatly increases your battery life, because the Steam Deck is basically not doing anything. So you could play on it for a lot longer than you'd expect. But GeForce Now isn't the only way to stream games, and it's also not even close to being the best way to do it. Best way to stream games to your Steam Deck with no noticeable latency is with your own gaming PC. Now, this is obviously if you already have one. I'm not telling you to go out there and buy a whole gaming PC just for this, but if you have your own gaming PC, you're gonna wanna stream games from that over your network. It's gonna work a whole lot better. When I did this, every game ran flawlessly with no noticeable latency. I didn't get pulled out from the experience at all, and it always felt like the Steam Deck was running it natively on its own hardware. I was able to stream and play from wherever I want, and I found it worked really well. There were no headaches, there was no noticeable latency. Like, it kind of just works where you click stream, boom, it launches on your desktop, and then it's on your Steam Deck. If you don't have a gaming PC, I get it. You could go ahead and use GeForce Now. I think the benefit to streaming games is that you can keep your frequently played games locally on your Steam Deck and then stream whatever games you either want to test or that you don't play that frequently. I think that's the real benefit. So if you do that with GeForce Now or your own PC, I think that's really the benefit to it. All right, on to the last recommendation you guys gave me, and that was to get a case for the Steam Deck. Now, I'd personally recommend a case for 2 reasons. First of which, the Steam Deck grip is not that good. So adding a case gives you that added grip. I feel like the plastic valve used for the Steam Deck doesn't really lend itself to being the most abrasive material. And I think grip is probably the most important thing for a handheld, because it allows you to play in whatever position you want. So I think that is the main reason you'd want to get a case. Second is just added protection. So with a case, you could be a little bit more confident when you throw it across the room. I have 2 cases here, one of which is the dbrand kill switch, which was a gift. The second was sent to me by JS Augs, and this is their mod case. None of this is sponsored, especially since I prefer the dbrand kill switch. They just wanted to send this out to me. I said, sure, I'll review it. And I do think it's a genuinely good case option. I'm gonna run down both options so that you can pick based off your budget what you think is right for you. First, I wanna talk about the kill switch. I think this is the best designed case for a couple of reasons. First of which, I think grip is the most important thing when buying a case, and dbrand definitely takes the cake on grip. I think the way they designed it, the way it fits, the way it forms, and the material and the pattern they use for the grip is superior to almost anything I've tested for controllers or mice. Anything that you need to interact with your hand, I feel like this is the best material I've ever felt. The way I would describe it is like a fine grit sandpaper. It's like abrasive, but also soft at the same time. So if you get like an 800 grit sandpaper, I feel like that would be a good comparison. Maybe a little bit softer than that because it is made out of a sort of rubber. The only other thing I could compare it to is the original OnePlus with the sandstone back. I think that's the only thing that comes close to feeling like that, where it's grippy, soft at the same time. But overall, I think this is the best case to get if you want the most amount of grip possible. The other thing I really appreciate about the kill switch is that the fitment is perfect. There's equal spacing all around, the cutouts are perfect, and the overall case feels like it's part of the device. It doesn't feel like an add-on to the device, if that makes sense. That top rail especially is very equally spaced. There's no flex, and it just feels very rigid. I also like the center mounted stand that's removable and also has micro SD card slots so that you can keep all your games and storage all in one place. I feel like that's a very thought out thing, and that kind of shows that they worked with people that actually use the device, because it's like, you're probably gonna have a couple micro SD cards lying around. Why not just keep them all together with your Steam Deck? Oh, and it's also worth noting the mount on the back. Yeah, you could 3D print basically anything you want to go on that. So that's a plus in my book. The one downside to the kill switch though, and I feel like this is where it seems like they cheaped out, is that the top is left completely open and vulnerable. Whereas on the mod case, they actually include a top cover that you can clip on. And yes, I already tried that cover on the kill switch. It doesn't work. I think if dbrand sold a top cover for the kill switch, that would make it the perfect case, because you'd have that added protection for when you want to take it on the go. And it would just be like, why not include something like that, where if you want, you could just not use Valve's Steam Deck zipper case and just take the kill switch with that top cover. I think that would make the perfect case. Moving on to the mod case, it's half the price of the kill switch, which makes it a really great budget-friendly option to add a little bit extra grip and protection to your Steam Deck. I don't think the grip is as good as the dbrand kill switch. It's definitely not as good as the kill switch, but it beats having no case on your Steam Deck. For the price, it adds grip, it adds protection. The fitment's not as good, the grip is not as good, but it's way, way, way better than having a Steam Deck without it on. Like, it really does need grip. The mod case also has a built-in stand and an option for accessories, one of which they sent over. They sent over their cooling fan, which I tested to see if there were any real performance gains. I did see thermals drop anywhere between 10 and 15 degrees, but that never translated to an increase in FPS. So for me, if I'm buying a fan for my Steam Deck, I'd want to see some real world improvements. I'd want to see an increase in frames, and I didn't see that with this. So I would say stay away from any fans for your Steam Deck. I don't think it's worth it. If you're a little OCD and you want to see temperatures drop, go ahead and get it. You will see temperatures drop, but that's never going to increase your FPS. At least not with my testing, but go ahead and watch other videos. I don't think it's worth it. Whichever case you decide to go with, you're getting a pretty solid case. It really just depends on your budget, what you value. If you want a top cover, go with the mod case. If you want the best fitting, best grip, go with the kill switch. But whichever one you get, it really just depends on what you value and what your budget is. So that basically wraps up the video. I highly recommend you try streaming games and messing around with third-party apps, because it really does open up a whole nother world of possibilities for the Steam Deck for use cases you might have not even thought of. So make sure you mess around with that. Don't be afraid to break a little something. No, don't break your Steam Deck. Never mind. Don't forget what I said. Also, let me know in the comments below what tips I might have missed. Share it with me, share it with others in the comments. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.